Check out all these wildflowers in bloom, guys. This is actually a man-made lake, guys. I don't know how long it's been here, but they do stock it with fish. You need a California State fishing license, as well as there's a small fee for a day permit to fish here. You can rent little boats if you want, paddle ones or ones with a little motor. It's a pretty cool place to hang out. They have real flushing restrooms, as well as some pit toilets at various spots around the lake. Yeah, so you can see, it's pretty awesome here. Great place to spend the day. It's free. There's no entrance fee. So I actually got a horseshoe pit over here too. Bring your own horseshoes. Alright guys, so it is another hot day today here in San Diego. It is 84 degrees. I'm sure it's a little warmer than that in the sun, but you can see I kind of try to park in a way. Because I have my solar panel on top, I usually park in the sun, which makes it really hot inside, so I usually try to hang out outside of the van. And you can see I park in a way that the sun kind of casts a shadow on one side of the van, and I have my little shady spot here to hang out. So that's how I handle that, guys. If I had like a remote solar panel, one I could stash inside, I could park in the shade and then run the solar panel out to where it's sunny. But this is how I'm doing it for now, so just wanted to give you guys a shot of that. All right, peace. Hey guys, so I want to talk a little bit about stealth camping in the city and kind of how I handle that. I don't, in my videos so far, I haven't really shown anything as far as, me pulling up to any spots and stuff like that. That's because, it's a pretty stealth operation. When I leave my day camp area, if it's late enough, I'll go directly to where I'm gonna sleep for the night. But usually I've got a couple hours to kill. I don't want to pull in too early. So I'll go somewhere and hang out. I'm usually working on video, so I'll go to like a Starbucks or a laundromat where I can hang out, plug in my laptop, use Wi-Fi. And then as I start getting tired and ready for bed, I go ahead and hop in the van, and then I go to my spot to where I'm going to sleep for the night. And the way I've been handling that is I like public streets. I'm not a big fan of parking lots. I don't know what it is. It's a personal thing. I know a lot of people that sleep in their vehicles and they love parking lots, whether it's Walmart, Lowe's, I've heard is good. Grocery store parking lots, 24-hour, superstores, stuff like that. I don't know. I think it's the security. People feel that with the people around, there's a business that's open. Maybe they have a little bit more. If something happened in the middle of the night, I don't really know. For me, I don't like that feeling. I don't like knowing that there's stuff going on around me, people pulling in and out. It's just not my thing. It's a personal preference. When I first got started doing this, I just started finding really quiet, unique kind of spots on little side streets. A lot of times they're near a really busy street, but you just turn off a block or two and you find yourself on this nice little, you know, for me it has to do with being flat and level. For me, if it's light or dark, it doesn't matter. A lot of my spots, they are actually right in a bright light, but my windows are all blocked out good enough to where I don't have to worry about light shining in. So geez, and what else can I say about my spots? They're usually kind of, you know, it's usually not in front of a residence, in front of a house. Sometimes it may be across the street from a house, where across from that house there's like a business that closes early or something, stuff like that. You know, I just really over time have got kind of a gut instinct for different spots. I've got, you know, probably a dozen or so regular spots I rotate through, as well as I'm always tossing new spots in the mix that are just kind of close to where I am for the day. And it's really never been a problem. I've never had anyone knock on my door in the middle of the night. But I will share one story with you guys. It's a spot I parked at for the first time, and I have not been back since, of course, but it was about 3 or 4 blocks from a bar. And I usually try to stay away from bars. That's why it was 3 or 4 blocks from it. And I was actually behind a post office. And on one side of me was the post office. On the other side of the street was actually a house. And so I pulled in there about 10 p.m. I fell asleep nicely and woke up to about 1:30 in the morning to a car pulling in behind me. And when that car pulled in behind me, I kind of woke up to the noise of the car and the door shutting. And then after kind of being awake for a quick second and listening to what was going on, it sounded like a group of about 3 guys. You could tell they had just come from the bar. They were talking about how shit-faced they were, and I thought, oh great, these guys are going to sit behind my van and just talk. And it turns out they didn't spend too long of a time talking there, but as they were walking away, one of the guys punches with all of his might the back door of my van, and that's kind of right where my head is, so it scared the crap out of me. I was kind of just laying there being silent, not moving as to shake the van, so I don't think they knew anyone was in the van. This guy was just shit-faced and saw a work van and thought as he was walking by he'd just punch it, take out some aggression. So it really freaked me out. I waited about 5-10 minutes till they were definitely gone and in their house, and then I crawled up front, just drove out of there and found another spot. You know, it was 1:32 in the morning. I was groggy, but I was so amped up from, you know, the adrenaline that it took me a while to kind of wind down and go back to sleep. I was pissed. I was, you know, wanting to revenge at first, but I'm just not a revengeful person. And, you know, retaliating with that, you know, they were drunk and probably didn't remember the van, but if I would have done something to their car, they probably would have remembered white van. If, you know, so I don't invite trouble. That's how I handled it. That's how I would handle anything in the future. If someone knocked on my window, I would probably just play dead, like I'm not even in there, and just wait for them to go away. So yeah, that's how I handle that, guys. It has not been an issue really for me. Sleeping is in the van is the smoothest part of this whole lifestyle. You know, and the day camping thing goes really smooth for me too, where I'm at. So all in all, I you know, I love my life. I have a great lifestyle. Granted, you know, you guys know my goals. I want to get on the road, but while I'm here, grounded, saving money, you know, just bouncing around my little mini nomadic routine, I call it. I still have that feeling of being on the move. It's within a city, but it still is working out really good for me. So I just want to share that with you guys, and we'll check back in with you later. Peace.